2-1.
Oh, hi. How's everyone going?
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us again for another awesome night of the National Flip Cup Tournament here on YouTube on the Waka-Palooza page, as well as the Club Waka Facebook page where we are live as usual. With me, as always, you know them, you love them, the motley crew of Club Waka that deals with National Flip Cup tournaments. Kristen Waka-Padaka, Kevin Wakason, Sadao. As always, joining me, Adam Hustler, coming at you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us again for another awesome night. I believe we are in night number 8 or 9 overall, but it is night 1 of round 5, and we are heading into the winner's bracket semifinals now to see who is going to set up for the glory and the gold. Now, remember, just because you end up winning the semifinals and finals in the winner's side of the bracket does not mean you have finished up this tournament, because the loser's side of the bracket still gets to circle around and somebody will still have one last shot at the gold with whoever finishes on this end. They just get a little bit of a longer break. Now, as we all know in tournaments, sometimes that hangover helps and sometimes that hangover hurts. So we'll see what ends up happening here as we continue to move on. We got one of our 2 winners side of the bracket matches going on tonight, and it is coming to you first as the Apocalypse, heavy statistical favorite and back-to-back winners a couple years ago at the National Flip Cup Tournament in Vegas, will take on surprise, but not that surprising anymore. We work off flips literally in a statistical dead heat throughout this tournament with Apocalypse. I am excited to see this match. Apocalypse definitely has been moving faster and faster every time we've seen them play, but we work off flips holding right now with the most complete game as well as perfect games that they have had in this tournament. So I'm excited to see what breaks down in this tournament. Kevin Wakason, who do you got going into this matchup? This is a close one. I mean, me and you are both usually mathematical guys, but statistically numbers don't lie, and it's a dead even heat.
This is going to be a really, really close match. I really have to pick a side. I'm going to have to say I'm going with Apocalypse on this one, just because consistently they've been the same throughout, and I've seen Atlanta slow down every once in a while, but they always seem to come back and win it at the end.
That is true. We have seen Atlanta, especially in the middle of their order for the last 1 or 2 matches, slow down a little bit with their one and done. They've been one and done, but it's just been a little bit slower to drink and some fancy one-handed flipping that's landed consistently. But I believe that they have reconvened in Atlanta, especially with some of the businesses opening. They consider this an essential business with Flip Cup and everything. So I believe they got together and have actually practiced in some way, shape, or form to get it a little bit faster on time. Kristen Waka-Padaka, who you got going into this one?
Well, of course, when I heard that We Work Off Flips was practicing and, getting their flips more consistent. I mean, look, they've impressed me from where they were to where they are 100%. Unfortunately, Apocalypse is just so dead on all the time. I have to stick with Apocalypse.
For Apocalypse. Apocalypse also came into this tournament ranked 2 and ended up down to 5 after their first round, but then picked it back up with all of their pace and is right now sitting in the 1 seed. For those that don't know, We Work Off Flips came into this tournament ranked 22 overall, and it's consistently since then stayed tied for first place in the 1-2 spot throughout the rest of this tournament. Sadao, the man behind the slow-mo replay booth, as well as correspondent extraordinaire for CNN, who do you have going into this one? First round, but then picked it back up.
Sorry, guys. Hang on just 1 second. I got to double. There we go. Well, this is going to be tough. I'm a big fan of the Davis family because, I mean, how can you not be a big fan? They're just dominant. They are the best. They're the greatest. And each time they're on, and because they're doing so well, we don't get to see them often. They continue to impress in their setup on camera. I'm a big, oh man, the shirts back there. That's great. But I've always been a big fan in kickball of the strategy of making sure that your roster is more than fortified. And as we've seen in Flip Cup, some people do have a bad day, and that in itself can switch a team's fortunes right away. So,
Absolutely.
like Boston Teabaggers and like our friends over We Work Off Flips, they've got a stacked roster. So if someone's having a bad day, boom, let's get them the hell out. We're not going to reverse the order. Sub them out, plug someone new in to maintain the integrity of our skill set and our competition. So today I'm going to root for them to at least win the match. I'm not sure if they're going to win the whole thing. I think that the Davis family may want to just go in the lower bracket just to get more screen time. Who knows? But I'm going to give Atlanta the edge tonight because I don't know. I just feel like their strategy may pay off against the Connecticut team, as we saw in the previous showing. You know, every now and then someone's doing 3 flips, which is unheard of for that team. But I've seen it. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely interesting take on the breakdown here. And as I mentioned earlier, myself, I'm a huge statistical person, and the numbers don't lie. It's been dead even. So as much as I love Davis, and Davis attorneys at law coming out of Connecticut, and think that they have probably one of the best Flip Cup quartets, if you will, in the nation, I got to throw my money with Atlanta. Not only are they my pick to take this match, but they were actually my pick to take the entire tournament and be the major upset in this one. So I think Atlanta is going to continue rolling with this one. I think that whichever team goes down in this match, I have a weird feeling that we're going to see a repeat of this one on the other side once we complete the loser side of the bracket and circle back. I was just going
to say that. I don't think we've seen the last of either of these teams.
Absolutely. Now, before we get this show on the road, I was told that somebody does an amazing impersonation of me.
Oh, man.
I'm going to put up a... So I gotta hear this, and if I don't like it, I am going to mute you and continue on with my night.
No way, I'll unmute you.
All right, we are live from YouTube and Facebook. As much as you guys love it, we got up Paca Flips ranked at #1, and We Work Off Flips at #2. They can't win because they're from Atlanta and they can't win anything. So here we are, starting in 5.
Well done.
Wow, that was impressive. You know what? That's a better version of Adam Huss than the actual Adam Huss.
I knew that was coming.
I get a job offer coming up pretty soon.
Hey, I'm right here, brother.
Kia is just doing that because he doesn't work for me anymore. All right.
Look at his face.
So good.
It took him a minute to work it up there, too. All right. For everybody else, as Kia already said, welcome to another awesome matchup as we have a Paca Flips taking on We Work Off Flips, brought to you here by Bud Light Seltzer at the National Flip Cup Tournament of 2020. We're glad all of you could join us on Facebook Live as well as the Wakapalooza channel on YouTube. And we are going to get this show on the road ASAP. So here we go, guys. You know how to mark the cups. Go ahead and do it if you haven't yet. Then go ahead and fill it with whatever lovely drink you want. We still suggest our sponsor, Bud Light Seltzer.
I show you it.
Make sure you don't spill any on your laptop, phone, whatever you're using. We've seen that a couple of times.
Yes, we have.
And this is going to be a doozy of a match. As we all know, we're dealing with the 1 and 2 seed going head-to-head here in the semifinals. Ended up on the same side of the bracket. Let's see what goes down. With me, as always, Kristen Wakabadaka, Kevin Walkerson, Sadow, your lovely judges. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Kristen, I'm going to have you taking care of the Sick Flips crew. Kevin Walkerson, you're going to be handling We Work Off Flips and handling all of our replays. Sadow, the man in the booth. All right, judges, let me know when you are good to go with your fill-ups, and we can get this show on the road.
Good to go.
Cool. Let's go ATL.
Woo!
A
All
lot of
right,
people
then.
tuning in for this one, man. We've already got like 60 live viewers between YouTube and Facebook. This is insane.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love seeing that. Welcome, everybody. Feel free to comment along while you're watching the matches. Talk some trash to your enemies or your friends. Encourage your friends, or, however you want to do it. Let's see which one of these teams is staying on the winner's side of the bracket. Here we go. Round 1, best of 7. You know the drill. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go, Will.
You got this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Start.
All right, there we go.
Gonna have to keep moving it fast.
Matt, you
Yeah.
got it.
Oh,
Go, Maddie. Yes.
They
Wow.
did.
Lands, and there it is.
Wow.
Oh my God.
We work
Wow.
off flips.
was
1-0.
impressive. All right, that was impressive. Okay.
The speed has definitely picked up for we work off flips.
Thank you guys for showing your cups.
Captain Key, are we sticking with the order? You got 7 people here.
we are sticking to it, Adam.
He is sticking with his order. He has trust in his lineup. Here we go. Let's keep this show moving. 1-0 for we work off flips. Let's see if Apocalypse can answer back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Go, Will.
Nat.
Yes.
Quick one and done for both. Another one and done. Slightly ahead here. Almost a perfect game. Can we do it? Perfect game.
Atlanta.
Oh,
Perfect game, Atlanta.
this is crazy.
Wow.
Usually it's Apocalypse that is like flipping a perfect game. So
I mean,
Oh my.
I did pick Atlanta to have the edge, but I did not see this dominance to start off so
No
quickly.
kidding.
Come on, Connecticut.
come on, Apocalypse.
go.
You got this.
I heard that it was a busy day in the offices of Davis. It might have made for a little bit of a slower react time.
They're working on a big case. They're working on a big case.
All right, guys, we are at 2-0. We work off flips. Could we see this continue? Might we see a clean sweep of the favorites? We don't know, but we're going to see right now if who has got the answer. Can we work off flips, keep it going, or is Apocalypse going to put themselves back on the board? Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Will.
Nat.
Yes.
Little trouble there out of the gate. Let's see how quick.
This is their game. This is their round.
Little trouble there in the middle.
Done.
Boom.
Done. Apocalypse answers back with
Damn.
a vengeance.
Having heart palpitations during that one. I'm like, what is happening?
Those
I
of
think
you
it
watching
just
at home.
I think it just goes to show you, both of these teams are phenomenal flippers, but definitely have noticed that all it takes is that one little mistake for that one team to pull ahead. There hasn't been a comeback mounted. It's literally been who's making the first mistake, kind of like a kickball game and as well.
Yep.
You can't fall behind in these games.
Hey, you
All
folks
right, let's
watching
get
at
those
home,
cups refilled.
Thank you, guys.
flip cupping.
Judges, let me know when you are good to go.
Good to go.
ATL, we in this, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We got this.
All right, then here we go. Round 4, 2-1. We work off flips. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go, Will.
Nat.
Quick one and done's out of both. Another
got
one
it,
and
you got
done.
Wow.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Come
Tied
Gonna
on,
have to move quick here.
Maddie.
Matt, you got it.
Done.
Oh,
Oh, Apocalypse sucked that one.
barely edging out. Wow, by half a cup.
That was crazy close.
That was
Replay
so
judges, who
close.
do you have? That looked close from my screen. I know you guys are still
I'm
on.
double checking right now, but confirm it was definitely Apocalypse.
All right, tie game 2-2.
So close.
Y'all, come on.
You
We got
You
it.
got it.
All good.
I mean, you have to play mistake-free
Thank you,
cup
guys.
just to give yourself a chance.
No
That's the
kidding.
only way with.
Absolutely. First
That was
mistake
close.
is always the one.
You got
Interesting.
it, Atlanta.
All right, we are tied up 2-2. Let's see who can take 2 out of the next 4 games, possibly. Here we go. Round number 5. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, Will.
Nat.
Quick start again. Gonna have to move
Okay,
fast.
now.
Got to pick up time here.
Oh my gosh, Atlanta
Wow.
snuck that in.
Atlanta.
Snuck that one in.
Atlanta by an inch. I want to slow-mo judge. Can we re-verify that? Please?
Connecticut had that, but they needed 2 flips to get that last cup, and Atlanta snuck in on a 1 flip to close it out.
Wow.
Woo!
3-2. 3-2 now for the crew out of Atlanta. Can they send the apocalypse?
That wasn't even
to
half
the
cup,
other
like a
side?
quarter cup
Yeah.
lead.
Killing it.
They didn't
Nice
say
job,
anything.
ladies.
Cup was already in the air on the way down when her cup landed. Wow, that
I
was
see a lot of pacing in the background while the judges are verifying the cups are flipped and ready to go. Captain Kia, how you feeling right now with your team up by 1?
Man, I feel great. They're doing great. We're gonna keep them as it is, and
Yeah.
we're good. We're good in this. Let's go. Let's
All
go.
right, 3-2. We work off flips. Let's see if they can get this done. Judges, are you verified and good to go?
Good to go on my side.
Kevin Walkerson.
Good to go.
All right, then here we go. 3-2. Let's see if we work off flips can finish this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, well.
Nat.
Quick one and done for both. Another one and done for both. Another one and done for both.
You got it, Maddie.
God. Done.
Thank you.
roll
was
reversal
close.
this time.
Roll
Atlanta needed
reversal
to
as number 5 for Atlanta takes 2 flips, and that one
close.
extra flip sets it back where Apaka Flips has now tied it up. It is
Wow.
3-3,
I think that was a.
and we are headed to sudden death.
Same ending, just roll reversal on the team. Wow.
Insane.
Wow.
Son. Insane.
This is by far the most skilled matchup we have.
Oh,
This is-
100%.
This is really the championship round. I think you two are going to face each other in the finals again, no matter. who wins.
I have to agree. I've not seen anyone. skill
This
set.
is a true master class on flip cupping, guys.
Woo.
Wow.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're good. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has only happened a few times, but it has not happened to either of these teams in this tournament. We are headed to a game 7 sudden death.
First time for both teams. That's amazing.
Judges, make sure your eyes are on everything. We want to see no fouls. We want to see a clean match here as we get a very important game 7 underway here. All right, teams, we are good to go. Judges, are you good to go?
Good to go.
Good to go.
All right, then here we go. Let's see how this shakes out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, well.
Nat.
Quick start out of the gate for both teams. Another quick start.
Ross.
Michelle. Yes, Maddie.
Atlanta.
Atlanta! Atlanta! Oh my! Oh my! We
Way to
were
go, team.
is the team that we have seen take down the mighty powerhouse of Davis,
Oh my
Davis. I am sure that we have not seen the last of this matchup, and I'm sure we will see the Apocalypse possibly run table on everybody on the other side of this bracket.
Everybody in that other bracket's so scared of
Oh, they're
Apocalypse.
on boots right now.
I just want to point out it took 3 perfect games from We Work Off Flips to actually in this matchup to actually pull this one off. It hasn't been done before. It is an impressive feat. Both teams deserve accolade from everybody watching this all around the world.
You guys are so good. You guys.
Wow.
And
Guys,
tonight
thank you
especially,
so
both
much.
of you guys were the best I've seen you guys all.
Yeah,
play.
good game, guys.
I am so happy that we have not seen the last of either of these teams as nobody has been eliminated on this side yet. Apocalypse heads down onto the other side of the bracket, and I'm sure we will see them again for quite a few matches coming in the next weeks. We Work Off Flips now gets to anticipate
Thanks,
whether
guys.
BTOC or the redheaded stepchild flipping quarantine out of Las Vegas is going up against them in the winners bracket finals. I am stoked.
Hey, good game, guys. Good game.
Thanks, Captain.
See y'all in a minute. Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good job,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Oh my.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah,
Me and Saw called that match 100%. Eat some humble pie, Kristen and Kevin.
I don't have any pie.
Well, let's not take too much credit because that went down to the wire, man.
Hey, a win.
Either way.
As the
Yeah.
old saying goes, a win is a win is a
I
win.
get that. Apocalypse number 2
Is it?
struggled that during that last round, and that was the only thing.
Yep.
They went one and dones after that. They would have
Mhm.
won. I mean, it was.
Yep. And
Whoa.
the good thing is I gotta give credit to We Work Off Flips. I think they went back into the Wakapalooza YouTube page and definitely studied the the outcome of everything with the apocalypse and made it happen. Speaking of things that are happening, apparently I am running for president of something according to Kenny Colby's shirt, an amazing custom shirt that I have not seen yet. Jesus, what does this say? Sir Colby 2020. It's closer. It's got to be closer to that.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, Kenny, I love it.
I love you, Kenny. Holy shit.
He's got a couple other shirts back there too.
That just made my day.
Oh man, what else do we got?
I'm getting custom shirts with my name on it and impersonations. I'm feeling the love after screaming at everybody for 2 weeks into their camera. Oh man. All right, as DJ Khaled once said, and another one, as we are on to our 9 p.m. matchup, and it is a rematch after some questionable shenanigans, no accusations or finger pointing going on, but definitely from the camera angles that we were privy to in our replay booth, it looked like there was a wee bit of shenanigans, same shenanigans that Kenny Colby was accused of in the beginning of this tournament, which ultimately led to what this has led to, which is a replay of the matchup. There were some cups that looked like they were a little bit floating off the table as opposed to on the table, which is where you got to set to flip. And so we are doing a Cowboys Mallory versus the Worcester Nightmares again. It was a great matchup, as it was a best of 7, if I remember correctly, when we saw it the other day. So definitely looking forward to this and seeing who can pull out on top. Obviously, we know the Worcester Nightmares have their tainted past. Kenny Colby trying to move past that. And now we're Cowboys Mallory definitely saying that if there was shenanigans, it was not intentional. And we do believe them, as they are stand-up individuals. We root for the Cowboys sometimes. And, definitely think that this is going to be another great matchup. Kevin, who do you have going into this one?
I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go with the Worcester still, like I did last time.
All right, throwing the weight behind the Worcester Nightmares. Kristen Apodaca, who you got?
Yeah, I'm sticking with my last go around. Although I do feel like those teams are pretty evenly matched. I'm gonna go with Worcester.
Good. All right, 2 for Worcester. Saw, who do you have?
I got you.
Well, this is how I feel about it. I feel like when I lose, the honorable thing is to shake the other team's hand and not go look back at game tape. So I'm sticking with the Cowboys. They are going to win again. They are just being dragged through the mud to have to come out and do this again. They are going to win this match, and then they're going to play the very next match after this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks,
Yes, the winner of this match will be sticking around.
Hey, it's love for all of you. We got love for all of you guys.
Nobody on the Cowboys is like Corey Myers from Florida. No one's going to blame.
Absolutely. And just so you guys know, the winner of this match will stick around and play against JVM Lending. Definitely a surprising team that we have seen go deeper into this tournament, as they took down the Duval Flip Squad the other day. Definitely in a shocking matchup. As far as myself, I'm now extremely torn. I was going to throw my weight behind the Cowboys, as I think that they are going to answer back with what has happened over the past 48 hours with absolute precision flipping. But now that I see my name on a customized t-shirt, I am kind of inclined. So I am going to actually refrain from this one. Either way, I think this is going to go best of 7 again, but I am excited to see this matchup take place.
All right. Kenny, what order are you going in?
Before.
Okay.
Hey guys, to avoid any more bolts, you guys tell me where to put my phone.
Right there is fine. Right there's fine, Raul.
Here's fine. Are we
Right
good?
there's fine, brother.
Okay.
John, you're.
Am I good as well?
Everybody else looks good.
Everybody else looks good.
We're good. Like,
Any surface not seen, please
As-
let us
as-
know ahead
Good,
of time.
champ.
As long as we can see the cup hitting the surface, that's what we care about. We had the same issue with Kenny and his Belichick-esque camera angles earlier.
Wait, I'm not touching the cup right here. Just to make a reference, I'm not touching the cup here. So
You're good.
not touching. Not touching. There you go. Hey.
All right, let's do this.
All right, guys. Go ahead and make those marks on your cups if you haven't done yet. It says Sean mute.
Yeah, he's good. No,
All right.
unmute
Go
button.
ahead and make those marks on your cup. Fill it in.
There you go.
Not you.
I can read. Oh my God.
And while we get this show set up, Kristen, I'm going to have you watching the Worcester Nightmares. Kevin Walkerson is going to take care of We Are Cowboys. And Sadow is going to be handling all of our replay booth action again. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate it. Go ahead, comment along, cheer some friends on, talk trash to your enemies. We love it all. Let's see it happen. Judges, are you good to go on your teams?
Oh, yeah.
All right, then let's get this show on the road and see this highly anticipated rematch take place. All right, teams look like they're set. Let's get this show on the road. In
Come on,
5,
Justin, strong start.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Raul, you got this.
Fucking shit.
You got it.
Yep. Nope.
Fucking shit.
Both of them at the number 4 spot.
Cowboys.
As Cowboys take it. Both teams in a little bit of struggle bus there, but Cowboys able to pull it out. Gotta give respect to one of the people that was called out on possible questionable camera angles with Raul, who is We Are Cowboys number 2. He saw that there was a little bit of liquid left in his cup and actually went back, picked it back up, and finished the liquid. Props to him for being a good sport and showing proper sportsmanship in this competition. As his team takes round 1, and the Cowboys are up 1-0 over a New England team. One of the few times we will have.
Shake it off, Kenny. Shake it off.
Thank you, guys.
All right, judges, let me know when you're good to go.
Good to go.
All right, then here we go. Round 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nope.
Both teams one and done.
Go.
Both teams continuing the one and dones.
Nope.
Go.
Kenny
Laura.
Colby get this done. There we go. It's coming down to the wire.
Done.
Oh my God, we gotta go to replay.
Replay time. Our first replay of the game. That was close.
I'm not sure Sean's cup wasn't fully landed. It looked like it was still rattling.
Bullshit.
And I will confirm in a moment here.
Here we go.
Yep,
Looks like
I
it's
can
still rolling.
confirm
Oh yeah.
Sean's cup rattled on the table while Cowboys finished off flush. The Cowboys will take round 2. It is 2-0.
Wow, that was so close.
It was. If Sean needed the follow-up flip, as did Cowboys. If Sean had gotten that one and done, definitely would have closed that one out. The rattle definitely hurt. Let's see if they can bounce back Worcester Nightmares and at least put one on the board here. As they are down 2-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Judges, are you good to go?
Yes, we are.
Good to go.
Then here we go, 2-0 for the Cowboys. Let's see if Worcester can answer back. In
Come on,
5,
Justin.
4, 3,
You got this
2,
now.
1, go.
You got it. Roll.
Yep.
Take those in.
Both teams neck and neck right
You got
now.
this.
Yes.
Kenny Colby finally nails his one and done.
Laura.
Go, Laura.
Oh my God.
Got
Done.
it.
Done.
Oh
And
my
Worcester.
God.
Wow.
Oh my. Worcester, they're struggling
had
in
all
anchor
those chances.
position. A
Struggle.
lot of opportunity for the Cowboys to steal that match that they were behind, but ultimately Worcester able to close it off. And now the Cowboys are up 2-1.
Worcester, you got lucky there. I don't know if you're gonna get a gift like that again. You got lucky.
What?
Hey guys, I'm really sorry. I couldn't.
You're okay. You got this next one now.
It's all your fault.
Oh, it's my fault. You got it.
Jade, I love it. This is great.
All right.
All right, looking good, guys. Looking good.
All right, it is 2-1 here. Judges, are we good to go?
Yes.
All right, let's see if Mallory and the Cowboys can put another one on the board and come closer to closing this one out, or are the Nightmares going to tie it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
One and then.
Come on, Mal.
Nope.
Come down. Hey, roll.
Worcester about a cup and a half lead here.
Done.
And one and done there on the anchor as
Oh,
Worcester
clean it up.
closes out
One
round
and done
4
this time.
and ties this up 2-2.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Sam. Looking good.
Come on now, lead us.
All right, guys, we are tied up at
Thank
2
you. Thank you.
apiece. We are getting down to the nitty gritty. Let's see what goes down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You got it. Roll.
Some struggle butts there for Worcester. And there's a lot of catch up to be done here.
Oh, Worcester.
They're way behind here.
Way behind.
No.
Got it.
Cowboys.
And the Cowboys
Cup and a half.
able to take advantage of a slow start for Worcester and pull the lead up. It is now 3-2. Can the Cowboys finish this one off and head on to the next round, which is in about 8 minutes for whichever team wins this
Come on.
matchup?
Let's go.
against
Quick
JVM
start.
London.
Good to go.
You get to this.
All right, judges, let me know when you're good.
Golden. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, then. Here we go. Cowboys need one more for the win. Worcester needs one to tie it up and send it
Close
into
it up,
sudden
guys.
death. Let's
Close it up.
see what we got in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You got this now.
Mallory
Roll.
starting off quick again. Worcester's still struggling there. Uh-oh, and the cup goes
Oh, its cup
down.
is off the
The
table.
cup
Oh,
goes
no.
down.
Outside the field of play. Let's go. Can they catch up?
Laura.
The Cowboys take
That was a
advantage
domination right there.
of a fumbled cup, and they take this match 4-2, and they will move on and face JVM
Bye,
Linden
Felicia.
7 minutes. And for the second time in about 72 hours, I am sorry, but this time, Worcester Nightmares, it is official. To the pit of misery, you go to join the rest of the fallen. Now, while we got a few minutes here in the break, Kenny, I didn't get to see the full shirt. What does it actually say? Because I'm fully curious.
It says you got to be closer than that because you can't flip a cup from up here.
Kenny obviously mocking slightly with himself and the earlier call out in this round. Ultimately, we had another rematch involving the Worcester Nightmares, but the Cowboys able to take care of business 2 times in a row and take the win and move on against JVM Lending in about 7 minutes here. Worcester Nightmares, thank you guys so much for all of your participation. We loved having you guys around and all the shenanigans you guys had. But ultimately, Raul says to suck his nipples, apparently, as he starts unbuttoning his Cowboy shirt.
I was just about to say good match, Cowboys, but not now.
Okay, it's okay. You can say it in the one after.
Damn, dude.
All right. Let's be nice, guys. Good sportsmanship.
I can't wait till y'all get your ass.
Can we just stay here, right?
Yeah, you guys can
Bye,
stick around for a few.
Worcester.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you. All right.
Wow. I mean, we got a couple minutes here. So, what have you
I was
thought of
gonna
our
make
first
a
two
banner
matchups tonight?
with mean words for you guys, but
Well,
okay.
here's what I think. I already made the next title card.
Wow.
Wow. So the title,
Guess who
title
I
card
thought
was
was going to
already
win?
expecting the Cowboys to win.
There you go.
Kristen, what how have you felt about our first two matchups of the evening?
I mean, obviously the first matchup was just like that. I was floored. That floored me completely. I did not expect Apocalypse to go out, but you know, crazier things have happened. I mean, I knew Cowboys were going to do well. I thought Worcester maybe would be able to pull it off.
You didn't pick us to win, though.
What's that?
You thought we were gonna do well, but you still wouldn't pick us to win. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Like me cheating. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
But you did. But you did cheat. That's why we
No,
had to.
I did it.
You know what?
I actually got a still frame shot of my
give
cup
credit
and
to
the
Raul. You completely changed your technique today in order to make it painfully obvious.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And you
And
know
I'm
what?
slower
You
and
flipped
everything. I don't
very
like
well
it.
tonight too. So that was really impressive. And that was key because sometimes when you have to change technique, it becomes really
It fucks
difficult.
you over.
Yeah, no.
I know.
challenging.
Trust me. I was
as we've
cursing your
seen-
name all fucking night. You didn't hear me? Adam got in it too. Adam got some action. Yeah. Oh, trust me, he got in there too.
What did I do? Apparently I've missed something here.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
yeah, I'm gonna let it out now.
I'm sure he will. We'll go ahead and mute his ass. Well, you guys are in for a tough one. JVM lending from the Bay Area has been impressive throughout the series. You know, and they
That's not our rankings. We're pretty much tied. But it's gonna
they're
be close.
also here actually as a beneficiary of a replay that originally didn't go in their favor, in which
Absolutely.
Corey Myers tried to pull a shenanigan and not finish his beer and flip his cup.
I believe CNN actually covered that whole scandal as not only the judges saw the beer spill out and were reviewing the tape, but as the judges were reviewing the tape and saw half the beer spill out, his own teammates accused him of having that issue, possibly questioning the fact that possibly he had done this before.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the
Oh, yeah.
scary part. You know
we
what?
gotta go back on this. We gotta track history records and videos and shit.
Yeah.
Well, we did, and ultimately JVM got a rematch and ended up taking the rematch. The sad part was, of course, Duval was up about 2.5 cups at the point that he cheated, so there was no need to rush. He could have easily
He just
sat there and
dumped
slow
him.
sipped his beer and moved on.
You know what? It sucks because not only
Leroy
did that
Jenkins.
Not
That shit.
swing the momentum for him and his team, but because his wife teams played next, it swung the momentum for her team too, and they lost as well.
Perhaps that table is cursed.
Well, all I know is that CNN did a thorough investigation. The reporter did a great job. He actually conducted a very thorough interview that was just really good and in depth. I mean, you should really see it. It was uncanny. I've never seen anything like it.
I believe the accusations that the reporter made was that there was too much time on his hands.
When does that show come out?
Hey, in these uncertain
It was
times,
that was
the only
already
thing that's certain
released.
is that we have plenty of time.
That was already released on the Club Waka page as well as the Wakapalooza YouTube page. But speaking of things that are coming out, we know a lot of you were waiting for the highly anticipated Last Flip 30 for 30 ESPN and Club Waka documentary that was supposed to be out at 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific time earlier today. What we got word of at the last possible minute was there was additional footage that was found, as well as additional interviews that were made from none other than Courtney True, the queen of falsehood and choke flips herself. So we are definitely anxious, as ESPN has decided that they wanted to include that footage and make sure they had it grounds covered from all angles. I am definitely looking forward to it. I haven't even seen the new cut with the included footage. There was also several different angles that were put into the play as well. So definitely
I had
excited.
heard a rumor that it was Michael Jordan who wanted it taken down because he didn't want to get overcasted with that documentary. He didn't want his.
I have heard the same thing, which so that is actually why it's coming out on Monday now. The documentary now being released on Monday, and of course that is because Michael Jordan made a call to the league offices as well as ESPN and in complete conjunction with Club Waka, and decided that he didn't want the fire being taken away from him, Pippen, and Rodman as well as Phil Jackson. So he has decided that we were not allowed to run it and steal the fire throughout the weekend and gain all the viewership. So he wants The Last Dance to run on Sunday for the 2 hours showing.
From a solid sword.
Absolutely. So Monday is the new airing date of The Last Flip. So you get 2 straight days of amazing documentary action in sports entertainment.
All right. Well, good to see JVM Lending here.
Absolutely.
Glad to have you guys here.
You here, guys?
Justin, very happy. Who's the model in your video that you have when you guys sign on? It's like a Calvin Klein model or somebody that pops in your window. I thought it was
yeah,
no, it was a
good
tribute
twin.
to somebody you know.
So you're talking about this guy?
Wow.
What is it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you
That's
need
serious,
to know what type of photo you want for a LinkedIn profile, that is the very one.
I've actually been informed that once this tournament is complete, Justin will be holding a TED Talk based on the art of lending. It's called Zen and the Art of Lending and Flip Cup. So definitely excited to attend that. That was actually the picture that was used on the brochure for the TED Talk. Definitely excited to see what takes place.
I don't see.
I'm happy to be here, guys.
Let's see who. Oh, we
Happy
are.
to see my
missing
teammates
Andre and
finally
Matt in
joining
the
here.
office. That's where we're missing. They're not logged in yet.
Yeah, I know.
I feel bad because
What are you
last
doing?
week I was late. Now everybody else is late. So.
You know, right?
Now you get to hold it over there.
That's right.
You should join this deal.
So Cowboys, are you going to be able to hang? I mean, this is the first match where we've done back-to-back games for any team.
I know. It's a
I
lot.
I believe in us a little bit. We weren't drinking earlier, so I think we're gonna be okay.
Good strategy.
Yeah, it felt like a deja vu for a minute.
And
don't
now
know.
you're
Have I
warmed
done
up.
this before?
Yeah, well, you know what? That's going to prepare you for Championship Thursday, because Championship Thursday next week, it's back-to-back games in the final 4 teams and all the rounds. You're playing back-to-back if you're going to win the whole thing. So if there's a chance to start practicing endurance, as well as giving your liver a little bit of head time, and as well as letting your kidneys know what to expect, this is the time to do it.
It's okay. I do my best work on my back.
That's what
You got that.
Hey, good for you.
Got it, boo.
You heard it from
All right,
Raul.
Nick.
Hashtag support sex workers. Hashtag onlyfans.com/Raul.
No STD.
Wow, there we go. We had you guys on the clock. You were coming close to the forfeit time. So
Close to the forfeit time.
Ooh, there's that too.
We had to make sure.
So you're telling me we had more time?
About 10 seconds.
That was the best cover.
Every team is allowed a 2-minute and 17-second grace period.
That seems fair.
Next time we'll go to 216.
Whoa, what?
Oh, hold on. You guys got to see this. She literally just
Do like a thing of Skittles.
Called it.
Souls have gone down.
Oh, that is bad luck. I do not like that omen going into this.
Yikes, I know.
I believe that jar was kicked over due to extensive stretching. Come back to hurt them in this round.
All right, guys, let's get you guys lined up and ordered up.
Yep.
Should we rename ourselves?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for once.
Roman, I have a question. Did you just change your cup out?
No, I didn't. I was just making sure I did a second.
Oh, how did he change his name?
I did a wardrobe change.
I love it, because I was like, you probably just changed his cup out for this game.
There are 2 lines. There's this line for this game.
Yeah, I got it.
So we'll be JVM 2 and 4.
I love it. I
Get
love
rubbed
it.
off. But
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more action here. As you saw, Weir Cowboys Mallory was able to take down the Worcester Nightmares again and move on now as they face JVM Lending. JVM Lending absolutely astonishing the Flip Cup world by taking out the Duval Flip squad and sending Jacksonville packing from this tournament. Definitely excited to see this matchup, as this is actually a statistical dead even match between these two teams. So gonna be a good matchup, gonna be close. Very curious to see who is able to bring it and move on to another amazing round. I believe the winner of this one, yes, goes on to face the ill-famed Choke Flips, captained by Courtney True out of San Diego. So curious to see who wins this one, as no doubt there will be a part 2 to the last Flip documentary circumventing around Choke Flips and Courtney True. So this could be one of the teams taking them down and knocking them out ultimately.
Oh, Aaron's on.
Very
You don't play
excited.
if you want to.
All right, Kevin Walkerson, who you got going in this matchup?
Yes or no?
I'm gonna stick with the team I've been actually rooting for a while now. We'll go with JVM.
All right, winning his way by JVM. Kristen Walker Padaka. Let's hear it. Who you got?
I mean, just now because I'm really
Did you
interested
stay
in
here
the
and watch?
talk, I have to go for JVM as well.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Sawdow, who you got?
Oh, I'm sticking with my Cowgirls and Cowboys. They did well. They are warmed up. They are ready to
They
go.
are warmed up. They are.
All right, so we got 3 votes. It's rough to see here. I don't know. I mean, I think originally I was going to say JVM. I mean, you know, the perpetual stretching and lunges that have been done in the corporate office have really put an edge to the game. But ultimately, I think the Cowboys have momentum right now, even picking up an extra game and shutting Worcester down in 6 instead of 7 like yesterday. I think that they are going to give JVM the run for their money and might eke this one out. But here we go, guys. You know the drill. Cowboys, I know you've already marked your cups and you're still in here, so you're good to go. JVM.
Oh, hang on. Control tower to squad leader Aaron. We cannot see your table. Aaron Moore, control tower. We cannot see your table.
Sorry, I was trying not to interrupt.
There we go. Okay, thank you.
If Desiree wants to.
Grab the control tower on that one.
Hey, we always got our eyes on you. Make sure you have a safe landing for your cup.
All right. While they're getting set, JVM, go ahead and make those marks on your cup and fill it up. You know the drill.
Okay, we will.
Hopefully it's not the same cups that you started the tournament with. Otherwise, a little
We just switched them out because they got kind of grody. 3 rounds.
Use, reuse, recycle, boys.
Yeah, it's the Bay Area. Come on.
All right, Kristen, I'm going to have you watching the JVM lending squad. Kevin Walkerson, you're going to take care of We Are Cowboys. And Saw, as always, handling all of our slow-mo replay stuff.
No, it's not.
All right, guys. Judges, are we good to go on your end?
I am ready.
All right, then here we go. Without further ado, JVM versus We Are Cowboys. Winner moves on to see Choke Flips. The loser heads to the pit of misery. Brought to you by our sponsor, Bud Light Seltzer and the Club Waka National Flip Cup Tournament 2020. Let's see who's going to take the round. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, Andre.
Yep. It is dead in here. JVM.
Go. Here we go. Come on.
Come on, Sam.
Oh, there you go,
JVM,
Justin.
come on.
Aaron.
Massive film delay. Not sure what happened there. Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah, Aaron didn't flip.
Aaron just totally conked.
Aaron, are you on the wrong screen or did you fall asleep there, buddy?
I was looking for number 3.
Are your goggles fogged up, dude?
Do you guys want to switch to 3 and 4?
You might want to lock. You might want to lock your screen. You might want to lock your viewing screen on JVM3.
I was looking for number 3.
You might want to lock your screen on him. That way.
Have you done this before, Aaron?
All right, make sure you know where
No,
it
I've
is
not.
now.
We got a rookie.
All right, so there you go. JVM learning their lesson quickly. You got to yell his name in order to give him the heads
I'm
up.
not sure if they can survive that kind of
I was
mistake
like to say
this
we
late
kicked
into
out
the
our boss
tournament.
again.
That is a massive mistake. Definitely curious to see what happens here. Here we go. Round 2. Judges.
Don't let
let
him
me know
rattle
when
you.
you're ready to go.
You got this.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
All right, then. Here we go. 1-0 Cowboys in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice.
Quick start for both teams.
Go.
Here we go. Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Boom. Come on.
And JVM going to have to play some catch up here.
Aaron, go, go.
Cowboys.
And
Oh
Cowboys.
my God.
Cowboys coming
On
in.
fire right now.
ABM is really going to have to quicken their game up if they're going to keep up with the Cowboys.
Absolutely agreed.
Big shout out to Nick from JVM. His spins are only about 5 seconds instead of 10 seconds now. Way to reduce the time on that.
He's been practicing.
All right.
All right, it is 1-1. Here we go. Or no, 2-0.
2-0.
My
2-0.
apologies, Cowboys. 2-0 Cowboys.
take
Let's
1-1.
see if JVM can get one on the board here, or is the captain going to take the ship down? Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Get him out.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. There you go, go.
Go, Sam. Yes.
Nice.
Go. All right.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, damn.
Cowboys.
Cowboys up 3-0 now.
Dang.
Ooh,
Cowboys
Cowboys,
are gonna have to
thank
pull a
you
big
for
one.
for
Killing us.
taking over my shit show right now of multiple flips.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. At least the cup is on the table this time.
Hey!
It could be worse. Just saying.
Wow.
Hey.
It's always on the fucking table, let me tell you that.
All right, it is 3-0
Thank you.
for the Cowboys.
Maybe we'll win on a technicality again.
Oh.
Yeah, you were rules are gonna be right.
JVM doesn't care that they might get knocked out in this next match. They are still throwing shade behind them at the Duval Flip Squad.
Maddie is always Maddie is all about taking things back. You know that? I mean, just look at her jacket. She's ready to go take that back to the store already. The tag's still on.
Hang on it.
I forgot to wear black.
As we are up 3-0 with the Cowboys, we heard Raul a moment ago saying, please don't pull a Courtney, guys. Let's see if the Cowboys can finish this off, or is JVM going to stay in the game? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
My team. Yes.
Yes. Nick.
Let's go, Nick. Come on. One and done, baby. There it is. Come on, Justin. Show us how we do it.
Yeah.
Come on,
Come
Roman!
on, Aaron. Go.
Right there. Oh, down to the last
Yeah,
couple
come on, Maddie.
sides.
Come on, Maddie. You got it. Maddie, give me one.
Oh, that's a replay.
Cowboys.
Oh, that was so close.
Well, we gotta look at the replay just to be sure. That was really close.
Oh, that was Cowboys.
I think they got us.
But I think it was the Cowboys.
I think it was.
Unless it was
Snuck
still
in there.
spinning.
I don't see anybody spilling drinks this time, so that's a good sign.
Looks like it's the Cowboys. Wow.
Ah.
Nearly.
Yep, Cowboys
Well
by
done.
about
Well done,
by
guys.
about half a flip
He's
are
on-
going to move on to the next round, and they will face off against the subjects of our documentary coming out on Monday with ESPN, The Last Flip, about the choke flips and Courtney True. As Cowboys move on, Raul does his somewhat of a cowboy
Good
belly
game, guys.
nipple dance and moves on. Good game, everybody.
You guys should win this.
You're all gonna play again.
Great
Thank you
run,
for being a fun
JVM.
team to play.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Love you guys.
Thanks for
You guys are
waiting.
so fun.
Great.
I'll see
Thanks
you.
for the slaughter, guys.
A great game
Good game,
from
guys.
both of our teams here, but JVM unfortunately heads to the pit of misery. Brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer. Dilly dilly.
Way ahead of you guys.
Don't know what that was, but all right. Moving on, we got about 6 minutes to our next matchup, and this is another one that I think could be an amazing matchup of the evening as the Horrors Flippin' Cups take on the Home Depot Boston Cheer Squad. Now, Horrors have definitely picked up a massive amount of speed as we've seen their last 3 games and have absolutely destroyed their competition since getting down onto this side of the bracket. What do you guys think of our matches so far? Who you got going into this next one? Because it's been looking like it's been a horror show.
This one is gonna be, I don't even know. I don't, yeah. This is like the first one where I'm like, I could really go either way. I mean, I love both of these teams. I don't know. I'm like half and half right now.
Well, I'm going to stick to my theory of that a team that has a roster with a bench to sub people in case someone's doing poorly has a significant edge, especially in these later rounds. There's no room for waiting someone out, right? So just as we saw with the pocket flips today, Boston Teabaggers, they have that strength. And what that does, it allows the starting 5 to play relaxed. Not all that pressure is on them, and they feel better because they know, well, if I'm having a bad day, I'll get subbed out, as opposed to, oh, I got to figure it out and I've got all this pressure on me. That's why Apaka Flips played so. We Work Off Flips did so well because they're relaxed. They know they had people to sub, and I think Boston's going to be the same way. So unless the Horrors play an excellent match like they did in the last round, right? They played so well in that last round. They have to do that again in order to be able to give themselves a chance.
Absolutely. Home Depot only entered this side of the bracket last round when they went 4-0. As we all know, the Horrors jumped down here, but since jumping down to the loser side of the bracket, have been going through everybody 4-0 straight, both the all-timers and flipping chicks. So definitely going to be a great matchup to see. The winner of this one, even more impressively maybe, is going to move on to face Balls Deep. So definitely going to be a good matchup either way. This one's going to be a great one, as well as its follow-up. So excited to see what takes place here. Sa, I know, ESPN has been in contact with you a little bit about the upcoming Last Flip documentary that's coming out on Monday now. Why don't you talk to everybody and tell them, explain to them, I know there were some production delays, some new footage that was found. Why don't you give us a little bit of insight into all of that, since I know you've been working hand in hand with them for the last couple of days.
Well, sure. The key thing was that the demand for answers was really huge among the Flip Cup community and the sports world, because doing something like blowing a 3-0 lead in Flip Cup is absolutely unheard of. And so while we wanted to get the story out quickly, we also wanted to be able to hear from as many people involved in the development of what took place. So we were able to lock in an exclusive interview only available in our documentary with Courtney True herself, explaining her side of the story and what was going on in her mind. We were also able to reach out to other influencers in her life, former trainers, managers, people who have shaped the Flip Cup athlete that she was, and to get their insight on the matter. So I think that paints a better picture, and I think it provides a service to the whole Flip Cup world, to the whole sports world, as to the psychology of that kind of collapse, because Lord knows we don't want anyone to go through something like that again. And, we can only hope that this true story that is going to emerge will help people from, not elevating themselves to be something that they're not, right? We spend so much time trying to be an influencer and trying to market that, we're a 2-time this champion or this good at that. But the reality is when you're in live sports and in live competition, those realities come out. It's whether you step up to the free throw line and make that shot, or you shoot an air ball 3 times in a row. Or 4 times in a row in this case. So, and I think it serves as a really good contrast to the Michael Jordan's The Last Dance, which is a celebration of greatness, of overcoming all the obstacles and odds to deliver for himself and for his team, and then having a counterexample the next day of someone who is unable to do that and fails for their team in just the most epic of levels, is something that I think the audience will enjoy seeing that contrast.
Good stuff. Definitely excited to see it in its entirety with the new footage. Huh?
Nothing. We're fine.
Definitely excited to see it. I heard not only are there the people that you mentioned, former trainers and fellow athletes, but also some surprise footage and interviews that are included in this as well that I haven't even been able to see yet. So I'm definitely excited, to see who was rounded up by ESPN and Club Waka to participate in this phenomenal documentary.
Absolutely. A wise man once told me that the national spotlight can be too bright for some. And so I think that's true in this case for certain people. Speaking of spotlight, how about two of our favorite teams are finally jumping into the call now?
Woo! Ignore Sean. He's super busy being popular on his phone.
Sean is on the phone with his agent. I think they are trying to negotiate a last-minute trade deal, but unfortunately, I don't know if
I don't know. His contract's pretty airtight. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what they're gonna say to lure him, but
they have smaller underwear, I think, is what they're trying to lure him with.
I mean, in that case, it may work. He's always in the market for tidier white ears.
That's terrible.
But not wrong.
I actually heard that it wasn't a negotiation for that, but rather a negotiation to have his hairdresser come to the house and take care of his perfectly coiffed haircut.
No, I think he's really enjoying the Pete Wentz 2004 look. I think it was.
Some roasting from your own team.
I mean, let's not lie. He's been nailing the hair flip ever since this whole thing started.
Been great. Yeah.
All day.
Oh my God.
Oh Lordy.
That's so classic.
Looks like we got everybody in here. We just need some name changes. Guys, if you want to handle your name changes, or if you need the judges to handle it, we can take care of it for you. Just let us know.
Oh.
There we go.
The straight face and glasses that say cheer are a very polarizing experience for
Love
me.
it.
Nothing says cheer like a very serious face.
All right, we're good. Angie's twin is also online, so that's good.
How much did the digital glasses cost you in the Matrix?
It cost me like $50 and all of my information to China.
I don't know how to change my name on this one.
What order are you going in?
4, please.
Got it.
Thank you.
We're waiting for Danica, always.
I'm on my iPad, so it's super weird.
It's fine. We got you.
Do we want to test my leg really quick?
Adam, she wants you to test her lag.
Sure, no problem. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You're good.
Yeah.
You're right on spot.
Wait, how do you test it?
Yeah, there's lag testing. We had an IT guy. We don't have lag testing.
What the hell, dude? This is why we recruited you.
America. My leg is significant. Angie's in Belize.
Oh!
On an island.
Wow.
Has 2 screens because one might die.
Well, hopefully Vince from LI Flips is watching and realizing that you can get better internet in Belize than he can in Long Island, New York.
What did Sean do?
I don't know. Sean, what the fuck? Get off the phone.
We're still waiting for Danica.
Angie, are you going to be there in September?
Classic Sean.
Hopefully. As of right now, the earliest I can leave is mid-August, and they're going to probably push that because they just gave us more restrictions.
Oh, did they? Yeah. Jessica and I have tickets for September, but I don't know if we'll make.
Yeah, maybe not. They decided to keep the borders closed another 60
Yeah, I
days
saw that.
today. So.
But you said Jessica, Kristen?
Jessica Price, yes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Well, we definitely want to send all of our love throughout the country and the world, especially down to Belize, where whore number 1 herself, Angie, is flipping on her sometimes questionable Wi-Fi.
The number 1 whore.
The number 1 whore.
I mean, if you could show up from Belize, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
Right?
Pretty amazing.
Boston Cheer showing some sportsmanship, cheering Angie on as we get ready for another matchup here. And unfortunately, as painfully sad as it makes me to say this, This is an elimination matchup, which means one of these teams.
Change the rules.
But we're gonna have
the
fun
rules.
regardless.
Triple elimination.
Triple elimination.
Yeah.
And one
At
of these
least it's almost
teams will
over.
unfortunately head to the pit of misery to join the rest of the fallen. The winner of this one moves on and will face Balls Deep Vegas. Definitely curious to see as the horse of them picked up an immense amount of speed since fixing the Wi-Fi problem. Definitely curious to see what happens as I believe the final whore has joined us
Finally.
and is getting her camera set. This is another one, I believe, that was statistically a close match with the way the Horrors have been playing, as well as the Boston Cheer Squad. And it is true, they are just about 0.03 points apart from each other in this average of flips. So definitely going to be a close matchup with a slight edge mathematically going to the Horrors. Judges, Kevin Walkerson, who you got going into this matchup?
It's really, really close, but if you go with the Horse first game with the bad internet connection, if he takes those out, I'm pretty sure the Horse are going to take it.
All right, throwing his weight behind the Horrors. That sounds just all sorts of terrible. We're going to move on from that commentary on to Kristen Walker.
Nice.
Can
you repost it so I can see
I love
everyone?
both of this team so much. Like I said, it was really hard for me to decide, but I kind of agree with Kevin. If you take out that bad internet lag in the beginning, I think that the Fours have just kind of proven themselves to play a little bit tighter game. Take that for what you want.
All right, so Kristen talking about tight whores. Sawdow, who you got going into this one?
Are you kidding me? There's nothing tighter than the pants that the boys from Boston's wearing.
Yeah, baby, that's
Exactly.
what I'm talking about.
I made the mistake of choosing against New England last round and got swept. So this time I'm sticking with my blood team, the Boston Cheer Squad. We are all behind you. We're gonna take it tonight.
Woo! We're excited to play you guys, though. We're very excited just to have fun and to flip some cups.
It'll be fun.
And I guess that leaves me in my pick. You know, I've thrown my way behind Boston Cheer and the Home Depot squad multiple times during this matchup.
We felt it.
You know, as nobody loves short shorts more than me, but ultimately, I believe that this is the end of the road for Boston Cheer, and I believe the Whores are going to take.
Oh, he has a hard hat on. He's trying to
Oh,
nice hat.
Tons of respect, though, from the Boston Cheer squad as they are sporting a kickball Whores
It's an
in the
original
action
too.
here. So nothing but
I
nothing but
murdered one of your
love.
teammates to get this.
Nothing but love between these two teams, and I'm sure at Wacapalooza Vegas in October, we'll probably see these two teams face off, at least at a flip cup table, if not on the fields as well.
If there's
All
proper
right.
testing and tracing.
Go ahead and make those marks on your cup, and let's get set for the Horrors that flip cups versus the Home Depot Boston Cheer Squad.
Good, looking
And I didn't mean coronavirus.
A lot of love being shown for this matchup between Elise Vu and Matt Durkovich chiming in here, throwing some commentary out there. Everybody else who's watching on YouTube on the Wacapalooza channel, as well as the Club Waka Facebook Live page, feel free to comment along. We love seeing all of your comments, rooting for your friends, or talking trash to them. Both ways make us feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Speaking of warm and fuzzy, let's see if these short shorts from Boston Cheer or the Whores can pull out this matchup and go up against the Balls Deep Las Vegas squad next. Judges, I'm going to have Kristen Wakabadaka watching the Whores, Kevin Walkerson taking care of the Home Depot Boston Cheer squad, and Sawdow handling the slow-mo replays as always. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Let's get this show on the road with our second to last matchup of the evening. And here we go. And
I
get it.
can't see the bottom of your cup because of where your bar is. Why?
I believe she said,
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, then. Here we go. Round one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Quick start for Angie.
Kirsten. Angie, good job.
D.
Cody.
Horror's keeping it moving here. As Boston Cheers tied it up now
Down.
and pulls ahead a little bit.
Oh, see, come on.
Levi, slow down.
Down, Glenn. Let's go, Glenn.
Awesome.
Oh, just barely.
Hold on 1 second here.
I touched it as it landed, so I reflipped.
That's good sportsmanship. That's good sportsmanship right there. Also, Brooke, we said no coaching.
You're awesome, OC. That's like the nicest thing I've ever said to Sean.
Aw.
But I love you, Sean. You're my favorite.
I realized that was a foul,
Confirmed.
so I flipped it one more time.
I saw it. I didn't see the reflip originally. Just wanted to check the footage. You're good to go. Boston Cheer ends up pulling that one out, and they are up 1-0.
Confirm. Replays confirmed it.
Boston.
All right, refill's good. Judges, let me know when you're good to go.
All right, guys.
Good to go.
Let's go.
All right, then.
Come on,
Here
Levi.
we go.
Expect you
Round
to
2.
represent
All right.
opposites better than that.
5.
I know.
Got it. Let's go, Horace.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Kirsten. Good job.
D.
Cody.
Wow, look at that. Quick.
Slow down. Levi.
Good job, Levi.
Boston.
Home Depot.
Boston Cheer.
Shawnee, great job.
Once again.
See, I think part of the problem here is that both of these teams are used to being shit-faced when they're playing flip cup.
Are you not?
Yeah, actually,
9:40 p.m. here.
we had a whole team meeting about the fact that we have to work in the morning.
I hear you.
It's just because
We've
we
been
love
drinking
doing
for
it
4
so much.
hours.
We get caught up. It's so much fun. We love doing this.
I love it too.
And we have more chiming in from our commentary crew as members of BOFA cheering on the Horrors. Obviously, a strong rivalry between Boston Cheer and BOFA.
That's fair. We did sort of call them out last game, so.
Yeah, they work for a bank. Fuck them.
Oh, and some trash talk.
Horse.
That's how you double down.
Name yourself after Bank of America.
Yeah, I still not sure what that acronym is. They need to do some. All right. John, bad karma. We got to be nice.
Uh-oh. Let's see if Karma has something to say about these comments from the Home Depot Boston Cheer squad as they are up 2-0 against the Horrors. Let's see what happens here. Round 3. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Angie gets it done.
D.
Cody.
He gets it done. Are we going for a perfect game here?
4
for 4.
Yeah.
5 for 5. The Horrors. The Horrors with a perfect game.
How you do it.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
Wow. That's how you
They need
start
to
a
get
comeback.
some-
That is how you start a comeback for
All
sure.
right, I take it all back. B of A is very nice.
Don't let it get to your head, Shawnee. You're good. Don't let it get in our head.
And members of BOFA chiming in again and just responding, D's nuts.
Shocking.
You know, if they want to see some nuts, the Home Depot boys have got the shorts for some nuts. So you're welcome, B of
Don't
A.
argue with that.
Hey, we're focused on this game right now.
And D's nuts.
Brooke, one game at a time, babe.
A big shout out to our viewer, Matt Durkovich, who is watching. And hopefully some of you guys got to see his exceptional egg bowl that he hosted about a week ago.
Absolutely. I saw it.
And smashing eggs. Good to have you all. Good to have you here, buddy.
I enjoyed watching the Egg Bowl. It was exciting. It took place at the Gage Singer Memorial Trash Dome, named after one of our favorite trash can players that there is in kickball, Gage Singer. Shout outs to him as well.
All right, here we go. That was a good burp. I like it.
Go Horse.
Let's do this.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Good to go.
Here we go. It is 2-1 for the Home Depot Boston Cheer Squad. Let's see if the Horrors can tie it up or if Home Depot can pull ahead to a possibly insurmountable lead in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Kirsten.
One and done for Angie.
D. Cody. Levi.
One and done
Hey,
again.
Yeah.
And that's a 6 flip match. 6 flips for the Horrors.
Very nice.
6 flips for the Horrors there. As you hear Boston Cheer talking about their short shorts, but the Horse screaming out that they love DD.
Wait, so who won?
It's true. We also have short shorts. Yeah.
Sean, they already won.
Oh, they already won.
That would be so fun.
All back to week 1 beer.
Wanted to finish the
I
round.
stand corrected. Maybe they are shit faced.
No, we are.
We love all the comments flowing in during these matchups as we're tied up 2-2. Go ahead, get those refills. Judges, let me know when you're good to go. We see a lot of love coming in for the garbage fire.
Good to go.
Are we the garbage fire?
No, neither of you are.
Oh, okay.
Be careful.
All right, here we go. I'm excited.
Clearing that up.
Tied up,
It is
guys.
2-2. We honestly, all of us judges wanted this to go a best of 7 because we don't want either of these teams really to leave. So we hope you're all enjoying it and all of our matches brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer at the National Flip Cup Tournament. Here we go, guys. It is tied up at 2-2. Let's see who can pull ahead in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Angie, one and done out of the gate again. And the whole,
Cody.
Levi.
neck and neck here.
Got it.
Oh, Levi having some issues.
Home Depot.
And the issues,
takes it.
Levi's issues end up coming back to haunt him as the cheer squad up by 1 now. 3-2.
My bad, guys. My bad.
All right. All right.
Shut him up. Nice haste, Tommy. I couldn't see anybody else. Good job, team.
I know. I was like, they're already done. Shit.
And now with the short shorts, we have got a crop top going on for the Home Depot Boston Cheer Squad number 4.
We haven't started the strip and flip challenge yet, but
Absolutely.
He had
Strip and
abs
flip-
before Corona.
Strip and flip
One's
coming
ready.
next. Now, usually when you have cheerleader outfits on, the female cheerleaders are rocking the midriffs, but here in Boston, they do it a little bit backwards.
Or rightward.
Practicing for the strip and flip.
As
Stop flexing, Tommy.
I love
As
it. I
we-
love it.
as we get Tommy's 6-pack muffin top combo.
Nothing wrong with some muffin, baby.
That's the best we're gonna do.
It's the best part of the muffin.
I like to do it more than cupcake.
Sean, show them your lats.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Saw being asked to show his lats. He says maybe later for a price on a private Zoom call.
That's how
It'll
you
be
play it.
on the next ESPN body issue.
You can find Saw's lats at onlyfans.com/Saw's sexy lats.
Jesus Christ.
All right, here we go. It is 3-2. Can Home Depot close this one out, or are the Horrors going to tie it up? This is going to be
Come on, Levi.
one for the books either way. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Kristen.
Horrors with a quick start there.
Go D.
Fuck.
Okay.
One of
Levi.
them so far again.
Go Levi.
Levi finally gets it done,
Oh, sorry, guys.
and it lands without a touch.
Way to let it roll, Glenn.
Nice guys.
Sorry, guys. I
Yeah.
fucked up. It's okay. Sorry.
Well, exactly what we were looking for, Adam.
Here we go.
Woo! This is what it's all about. Matt Jerkovich screaming out hashtag muffin top right now. Huge supporter.
You know what he likes.
All the love for Jerkovich. long staple in the kickball community, and the Andy Dufresne playing with Club Waka 4 years. All right, here we go, guys. It is game 7. It is tied up. It is sudden death. I almost hope that this ends up in a tie so we get one more round out of these two teams. Let's see
We set up the waiting
what
room.
goes down. For anybody who is joining us from our next matchup, go ahead and sign back out, log back in a couple minutes, as this one's run a little bit over between the Horse Flipping Cups and Home Depot Cheer Squad, Nipple City and Boston Teabaggers. If you're watching, just hang out for a few minutes. Here
How we do.
go.
We always last longer than
3-3.
20 minutes.
All tied up. Let's see.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck,
Let's
everyone.
see
guys.
who is moving on to face balls deep. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Kirsten.
Cody.
Quick start there. Who's gonna edge this one out?
It's on me.
Wait.
Oh, here it is.
Go, 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 go.
Home Depot.
Oh, Home Depot.
Home Depot Cheer Squad.
Good job.
Able to
Good job,
edge
guys.
out the whores.
Nice job, guys. I love it.
Great job, guys.
Good job.
Thank you so much, guys. That was
Thank you,
Nothing
guys.
but love for both teams.
Oh, so good.
Unfortunately for the horrors, it is straight to the Bud Light Seltzer pit of misery to join the rest of the fallen. We thank you guys so much for participating in this tournament. You guys were amazing. Both teams are amazing.
Guys.
We
Thank you, guys.
appreciate it. Home Depot, we'll see you again to face off against Balls Deep, probably beginning of next week. Unfortunately, horrors, that'll do it for you in this tournament. But thank you guys so much for participating and helping to raise charitable funds to go towards local businesses. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Horse.
Bye, Boston Cheer.
Ready? Okay. We're here. We're cheer. Get used to it.
Bye. Good game.
Nailed it.
Hey, Cody,
Bye,
count us down.
So here we go. For all of you still on YouTube and Facebook Live, we got one more matchup for the evening, and this will be another one for the books, as we have none other than Nipple City, our original #1 seed, facing off against those tyrannical Boston Teabaggers, coming straight out of New England, captained by Captain Pootie Tang himself.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. This is definitely the matchup of the night. These are some really tough teams here, ready to make or break it.
I think all of our matchups tonight have been phenomenal. To give matchup of the night to anything except for the Apoca Flips versus We Work Off Flips matchup is almost criminal, though. Like that has to be.
They were a
everybody's-
great game. They were definitely a great game, but we knew what to expect there. This one could go either way. This one
Absolutely.
could go either way. Nipple City is a defending champion. At least 3/5 of them are, but you know what? They're a streaky team. They can show that they belong.
We're a streaking team?
No, stop.
No, no.
This is a PG-13 show, okay?
All right. Oh wait, no, I did not do that right. Did I? PG-13?
I heard streaking is allowed in California as long as you're 6 feet away.
I know. I hired all these ring number girls to walk through naked in the background from a strip club that really needed local business, and they were going to walk through the background with the numbers of the rounds. But I guess I have to tell them. Sorry.
Glad to hear you're supporting them.
We will have to edit in the post and make sure to blur that out. Unless you're on IFC, then we can just air it as is.
Donald, what does your little letter say? I can't.
Oh, okay.
We can't see the sign.
I got it. We'll make sure everybody sees it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
my friends Frank and Andrew had a baby today. Wow. Well, that's awesome. That's great. Good stuff.
Congrats to his friends having their baby.
This is so cute.
they're gonna have this on the baby video that their best friend did this for him one day, and they're gonna be like, "Mommy, what's Flip Cup?" And
I think they're going to be more concerned about Donald streaking.
All right, how do I
Oh,
go
contraception.
to gallery view? There.
All right. Oh, look, everybody's prepared early for this one. This is definitely the
Absolutely, and this matchup's going to be a great one as we see Nipple City and Boston Teabaggers face off. The winner gets to move on and face off against Bofa. The loser, unfortunately, will see the end of their tournament life and head to the fallen pit of misery. I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be a good one as both Nipple City and Boston Teabaggers are almost identical in their stat line. They are separated by 0.01 on their flip averages per team.
What about our ABV?
The more interesting factor is Boston Teabaggers have improved match over match over match. Nipple City has been kind of streaky where they've gone up and down and up. So let's see which team can keep the up and up going. Kevin Walkerson, who do you have going into this one?
I've really enjoyed watching both of these teams throughout this tournament, but I'm going to put my money on Nipple City today.
All right, throwing his weight behind Nipple City, Kristen Waka-Padaka. Who do you have going into this matchup?
Oh, this might be the hardest one to choose between, just because they're so closely matched. But I got to go Boston Teabaggers.
All right.
1-1 split there. Saw Dow, the man behind the replay booth. Who you got?
You know, as I said earlier, I'm a big fan of teams that have a bench player so they can sub in people that they think are struggling. But, you know, one of the important things about this tournament is really seeing into people's lives and their homes and learning about them. And I'm just not a big fan of people who don't make their bed. So I just do not trust the sub for the Boston Teabaggers right now. So I am going with Nipple City.
Clock, change your name, please.
I guess that leaves it to me. You know, a lot of love for both these teams. It's been great watching them
Gonna
play
make it for you.
throughout the matchup.
Yes, shamed him into making his bed.
Wow.
Wow.
Even though he's going to sleep and it's already 10 o'clock in Boston.
I have a serious question.
What kind of corners do you want? You want tight?
Military corners always.
Yes, military corners. What are you talking about?
Come on.
All right. So Boston Teabaggers, we're fans. Good job so far. Definitely. Half rooting for you. But I have to ask a serious question. Do you know what you call teabagging for the over 60 crowd?
What is it?
Let's do it.
Earl Graying.
Oh.
Unnecessary.
Right.
This isn't even the Miso Corny team.
Members of Miso Corny changing their shirts and playing for Nipple City apparently today.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I guess that leaves my pick left in this one. Both teams have been phenomenal throughout the tournament, but I think that the streak is going to continue on the up and up. And Captain Pootie Tang of the Boston Teabaggers is going to be able to lead his squad to victory. I think it's going to be another 7-game matchup. We've seen quite a few today, but I think the Teabaggers are going to eke this one out over the Nipple City squad. So there you go. The judges are divided on who they're picking. We got a lot of commentary coming in on YouTube and Facebook. Everybody's excited about this matchup. We love having all your smiling faces here. Thanks for stopping in and watching the fun. Go ahead and make that line on your cup. You guys know the drill. You guys know how we do this. While you're doing that, Kristen Waka-Padaka, you're going to be taking care of the Boston Teabaggers. Kevin Walkerson is going to be watching Nipple City, and Sa is going to be handling all of our replays under the hood. As always, thank you everybody for joining us for our final match of the evening here at the National Flip Cup Tournament of 2020, sponsored by Bud Light Seltzer. I'm Adam Hustler. We appreciate everybody chiming in with their comments and watching the fun. We hope you're enjoying it as much as we are, and we hope you guys are staying safe at home.
Ooh, I can't wait for this one.
Good luck, Nip City.
Hey, just want to do a shout out, fellow masshole here. So good luck.
All right.
I see.
The 3 flips, you guys can have them back.
Wow.
Yeah, I get that. I said
You guys could keep him.
We're watching to make sure he doesn't throw it.
Nobody wants the mole.
So sharing of mass hole love right there, as well as comments coming in for Nipple City fans coming out of the Bay Area. And even Matt Jurgovich continuing to chime in saying hashtag tips for nips. I don't know if that's a include a nipple city or if he just wants to see some man boob action. We'll find out, I'm sure, later on. But for now, let's get this first match underway. Let's see who starts out with the early lead here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Quick one and done to start.
Donald.
Uh-oh.
Mike.
Teabaggers finally hit the struggle.
Book tie having issues at number 2.
Pepper.
Nope.
Ooh.
Oh,
Good job, Pepper.
Right.
we're looking at the replay on that one.
Yeah, I think we need to go back to the replay and just verify real quick.
That was so
Early, a
close.
little early on that one.
Barry.
Yo.
2.
And Captain Pootie Tang making no waste of time about it. Saw a little bit of struggle out of his number 2.
Oh, Nipple City, barely.
Oh.
Barely,
Oh.
just
All right, so
barely.
Nipple City takes round 1, 1-0 Nipple
City,
City.
just barely.
All right, here we go, baggers.
So close. So close.
So Quack, you want to change your name to sub, please?
Just like that, subbing people out real quick. I love it.
I mean, you're in a sudden death, dealing with all that, so.
Are Boston Teabaggers, have they lost one? Or are they 2-0?
No,
No,
both
you
of
guys
these teams are on the loser side of the bracket, so
Ooh, okay.
It's
Fan elimination round. Come on.
this
the
is a
lower
win.
bracket, not the loser bracket.
Think of it as the
Or in your case, the backdoor bracket.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. All righty.
Apparently, Saw has stories for a late night Zoom, but for now, we'll keep it PG-13 and move on with our matchup here. Here we go, round 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Quick one and done from both.
Go.
Donald.
We are all tied up, it looks like.
Mike.
Still tied up.
Pepper.
Still tied up.
Damn, again.
Yes!
Wow.
Oh,
Nipple City edging it
Nipple
out
City
again.
lands it again. Wow.
That is a closer. I love it.
He is not messing around.
I love the shimmy shake at the end. Just
I
the-
know.
Take all the energy
I
out.
love it. I love it.
Love it.
We have
Wow.
a similar flipping style.
Look at I see Scotty Tang going over his real-time stats,
Yeah.
seeing what
And
adjustments he needs to make.
While Scotty,
Quack, go back to 2. Barry, you're 3. Val, you sit, please.
Scotty Tang making adjustments. As we continue to get comments, Kenny Colby of Worcester Nightmares fame says, I thought it went from tea bagging to tea dragging here. As well as, damn, Heather Nip 5 is quick AF.
Go Pepper.
I have a good team. I have a good team.
There you go.
Oh, you're so nice.
I can't get to my spot without you guys, so
That's true.
Hashtag
Well-
truth.
You rely on us to drink. I get it.
I'm relying on you guys so I can drink. Okay.
We are fans of more rounds for more drinking, I gotta say. It's tough.
Are you saying you're going to throw this round now?
Possibly some thrown rounds coming.
Wow.
Ben.
Don't say that.
Oh, I sense some shenanigans with Nip 4. Let's see what happens.
As Lowell Bellany also chiming in on our YouTube chat. Apparently, I'm cooking the steak. He's giving a shout out to Clam Chowda, as well as saying Sadate to Pootie Tang, captain of the Boston Teabaggers. Here we go. It is 2-0 Nipple City. Let's see if the Teabaggers can answer and put one on the board. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. One and done from both leaders again.
Wow.
Mike.
Teabaggers moving along here.
Teabaggers going for the perfect game, and
There
they
it
just
is.
got the perfect
game.
game.
Teabaggers
Barely
able to put up a
eking out
5
Nipple
for 5
City.
showing and get one on the board.
They needed to because Nipple
Both of
City
you
was
wanted
right
to play
there.
more.
They
Guys,
were
I don't
right
like
there.
That was me, guys. Sorry.
I gotta say, I do like my tea bags to soak longer in my hot water. So if you guys could take your time before you flip, that helped me out. My
Jesus Christ.
Ben's looking for a job after this tournament.
I'm sure he can attach this video clip on his resume.
God, just don't attach it on mine.
All right, guys, it is 2-1. Nipple City. Let's see if the Teabaggers can tie this one up, or if Nipple City can put up a possibly insurmountable lead here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh. Teabaggers coming out of the gate strong.
Fast and strong.
Almost a perfect game again.
Mike.
They're going
4 for
for it.
4.
And
5
they
for
do
5.
it again.
Perfect game twice in a row there as
Very
the
nice.
Teabaggers tie it up.
I'm telling you, Captain Scott, with his lineup adjustments, made the right call. And now 2 perfect games in a row have tied up the series. Wow.
All right, Donald, you gotta speed it up.
No, that was me. You guys, I'm getting
It's
thirsty.
hard to fault Megan when she was number 2 in the nation last year with the controversy on Survivor. I don't know. Walkapalooza.
I remember that. We
Yeah.
didn't have the benefit of instant replay like we do now, though.
Right? No kidding.
I'll have an angle for you.
All right, guys, it is 2-2.
Oh my
Best
God.
of 7 matchup here. Is somebody going to take 2 straight, or are we going to see another best of 7 matchup to round out night 1 of round 4? One of these teams is going home. One of these teams is moving on for another round of phenomenal flip cup against Bofa. Let's see which one is going to take it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ben.
Scotty Tang having a little bit of issue there.
Donald.
Teabagger's gonna have to play catch up here.
Mike. Pepper.
Nipple City.
Wow, Nipple City by a good cup and a half.
Donald, you awake over there?
I think it might be one of these things where the Teabaggers are on the extremities. They're either perfect or they fumble.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wonder if there's I got like some lag or something, Meg.
Original order. Val, you're back at 3. Barry, you're sitting.
I gotta say, it's probably easier to flip with your nips out than it is with your tea bag showing.
It is possible to spill hot water on those tea bags.
Be fair.
There you go, Teabaggers.
All right, Teabaggers, you need this one. Another
It
lineup
is
adjustment.
3-2.
Oh, sorry.
All right, it is 3-2 right now. Let's see if the Teabaggers can answer back here, or if Nip City is going to put up the closeout game and take this on to Bofa. Let's find out now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ben.
Nip City consistently starting off fast.
Donald. Mike.
Catching up quick.
Pepper.
There it is, tied into the last round. Oh, both struggling at the end. Oh, and Nipple City.
Gotta double check.
Hold on. We got to double check.
Oh, that was so like nerve wracking.
We got a re-verification going on. Hold on 1 second here.
Gotta verify here.
I think I saw what Kevin saw, but I'm going to let him do the review as it is his play to call.
I did not see Nip 5 put their cup back down after they picked it up prematurely.
All right, let's see. real quick here.
I swear I did.
Oh, do we have a fault on Nip 5?
No, I swear I did.
Let's find out right now.
I want to see this replay if that's the
I'm looking at it again right now.
case. Share replays.
Vincent.
I'm gonna slow it down. That was off the initial.
You flipped, right?
Yeah, I swear.
This replay brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing my job for me.
I don't know, Kevin.
It's okay, Pepper. Either way, it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it's not.
This
We
is
have leeway.
for charity. Yay,
She doesn't want an
Thank
expose
you
done
for
on her. That's why.
Thank you for setting up distance fun for charity.
What's YouTube saying there?
Kevin, are you saying
Yeah,
that it's not the cup is not touching the table after the pickup?
So, no, so what he is saying is there is an illegal pickup. I see what referee
picking
Kevin
up
Watkinson is
before,
verifying.
Mike was
She
done.
picked up before the number 4 was complete and never put it back down to reset and start
She
her
put
flip
the
over.
motion, but I didn't see it go back down.
It never went back down. I can verify there.
Okay.
I'm gonna slow
the
down.
double jerk pickup. I see what you're talking about.
I'm gonna
Did you like get excited?
I'm gonna re-verify right now before making an official ruling on this.
I feel like double jerk something the teabaggers might be more into. I'm just gonna say.
I swear I put it down.
You finally got one.
God, I'm so sorry, you guys.
Personal one.
It's just, I love you guys' team name. You guys are a great team. I just can't help but, while a little bit socially lubricated, throw out so many teabagging jokes, and I'm sure you're used to it by now.
They're ignoring you, Ben.
No, down.
All right, judges.
I'm not seeing it.
Judges, go head on into the side chat and let's see what we verify.
Hey, can we all, while they're verifying, could both teams just do a cheers to Waka for what they do? For
Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Cheers.
We're glad everybody's having fun and enjoying all the action in the Flip Cup tournament and having fun trying to take everybody's mind off all the shenanigans going on right now.
We'll get the New York offices on the line too.
Yeah, it's serious.
We need to
I
verify
want
this.
ESPN, CNN, I want
I don't want an interview after this.
Just like, I don't want an expose. Just God, leave it alone.
You guys want to just do a flip round in between while we're waiting for fun?
Absolutely not.
They're way more serious than we are, Ben. It's okay though. They have
Oh,
to
we're
deal
good.
with snow. They have snow, and this is reasonable. I would be cranky as hell if I dealt with snow.
That's why I'm out here.
All right. Give us 1 second here as we wrap up the judges huddle. All right. So here's what we are going to go with our ruling. We cannot officially confirm that there was an illegal pickup or not an illegal pickup. Therefore, by Rule 69, subsection D, we are going with a redo of the round. It will not be awarded automatically to the teabaggers as it would have been if it could have been confirmed. So we are going with a round redo. It is still 3-2 Nipple City.
Yeah, that double move is what makes it really hard to see.
That pump fake.
So what's what it was, like with a cup or something, just so we have.
As that double move, and then just the angle of the camera, it was really hard to tell if the cup touched the table again.
Thank you. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Do it again.
Drink
Still
more.
3-2, guys.
And then we can
Wait,
watch that
What are we
Quack,
doing?
you're subbing. Quack, you're subbing.
Okay, I'm out. Okay.
You're down. Yep.
Adams 3-2, right? Correct.
3-2. 3-2 Nipple City. Teabaggers still need to pick up 2 more in a row to close this one out and take the victory. Let's see what Nipple City.
Well, this is game 6, right?
This is still game 6. Yes, it is 3-2. We're at a redo since the video evidence was inconclusive. That pump fake could have even fooled Jordan. So let's see what we got going into this round. It is 3-2 for everybody watching at home. Sorry for the delay in the action. We just want to make sure we verify and make it as fair as possible. Nipple City versus Boston Teabaggers. Nipple City up 3-2. Let's get this show on the road in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ben.
One and done for both on the lead off there.
Oh, everybody's one and done so far.
Mike.
Absolutely.
Still one and done.
Pepper.
One and done for Boston Teabaggers. And the Teabaggers take their reprieve and tie the match up. It is 3-3 And as we all expected at the beginning of this one, it is headed
Let's go, Boston.
sudden
Come on.
death, round 7.
Can I post a question about subs really quick? I'm not sure how this lines up in the official rule book, but do subs have to drink while everybody else is drinking so everybody's inebriation level stays? I'm just curious.
There is no rules on the subs drinking or inebriation level.
We would only enforce that rule if we could measure everyone's level of drinking prior, because we do know some teams pregame and some don't.
That would be tough. You are
I
correct.
would have drank more, but I was busy making my bed.
Thank you very much. Well done, sir. Well played.
All right, can Nipple City put this one to bed and move on to face Bofa, or are the Boston Teabaggers, after mounting a comeback to tie it up, going to put this one away under the leadership of Captain Pootie Tang? We're about to find out. Let's get this show on the road. Judges, are we good to go?
Yes, good to go.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the last matchup of the evening. Nipple City, Boston Teabaggers, 3-3. Let's see which team is going to close this one out and which team is done in the tournament. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Quick start for both teams again.
Mike.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be a close one. Oh, my. Nipple City. Nipple City by a half a cup.
Wow.
Nipple City by half a cup ends up putting the Boston Teabaggers down. And apparently they've announced you have been nipped.
Boston, wow, well played. That was so close. Wow.
That was a great matchup, guys.
Good game, Nip City. Good luck out there.
Good luck. Everybody involved. Thank you, Teabaggers.
Guys.
So Nipple City.
Assholes.
Nipple City gets to move on to the next round. They will face off against Bofa. Unfortunately for the Boston Teabaggers, that'll do it for their tournament life as they join the rest of the Fallen in the Bud Light Seltzer Pit of Misery Dilly Dilly. We appreciate everybody participating in this tournament. Boston Teabaggers, it has been an absolute pleasure having you guys around for the massive duration and long run of this tournament. Thank you guys for, all contributing to some great charity work for local businesses. We really do appreciate it.
Good job,
guys. Good job, everybody.
Way to come through in the clutch there. Wow, well done.
Stay tuned for the post-game show brought to you by myself, Kevin, Kristen, and Saw in just about a second or two.
Nice.
Wow, what a game. What a match.
Is he chugging a Mad Dog 2020? That's what it looks like.
Some whiskey.
Oh, whiskey. All right. It looked red from the lighting.
Doing it. Thank you, guys.
No problem, man.
I want to see more trick shots, buddy. Give us some more trick shots. Oh, here it is. Oh!
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, so a great game there between Nipple City and Boston Teabaggers. Kevin Walkerson, what did you think of the action we had today? What was your match of the day? What do you think about the teams that are moving on here?
Every match today was actually really, really good, really close. Cheers to all the teams for participating. I think the match of the game for me would be the Apocalypse going down to ATL. We work off flips. I had my money on Apocalypse, and they just could not do it.
Definitely was an interesting match. Waka Padaka, Kristen, what did you think of today?
I definitely, of course, have to go back to that. I mean, that first game just threw me off completely. I mean, I just thought there was no way that Apocalypse was going to go down, but this just proves that, and this is anyone's game. Anyone can take it. This last game was amazing. I definitely thought the Teabaggers were going to take it out, but hey, things
definitely was a close one. I don't know whether to talk to Live Action Saw or Wizard of Oz Saw. As Wizard of Oz Saw logs off there. So Saw Dow, our slow-mo replay ref, what did you feel about today? What were your thoughts?
Certainly a lot of intense games, a lot of rounds went into the replay booth. So we're going to expect more of that heading deeper into the series. Really impressed with We're Cowboys Mallory, because effectively they had to play again today
No
in a match
kidding.
that they felt that they won fairly, but they came out, played again, and then after winning that, to catch up on the side of the bracket, they had to play again, and
Yeah.
had actually a dominant showing against JVM Lending.
We did.
So,
Absolutely. Now, I think that was a combination. I think not only was it a dominant showing from We Are Cowboys Mallory, but I think JVM also finally let their original ranking catch up with them a little bit there, and maybe overstretched a little bit or understretched. We never know, but definitely was a little bit of a slower performance than we've seen from them in previous.
Well, the exciting thing is that on Monday, every team that is still in the tournament will be playing on Monday. Every team is scheduled to play Monday. So
It's going to be an exciting day of action.
It's the only team that will have a break on Monday will be We Work Off Flips, because they have guaranteed themselves into the final round of the winner's bracket, waiting a winner of BTOC and Flipping Quarantine. But certainly every other team is going to be facing off Monday. And of course, the winner of the Thumbs Up Quarantine game, which is the San Jose team versus the Los Angeles team, the winner will have a doubleheader where they face off against Chalupa Batman later. So Monday is going to be a jam-packed night. It's a big day for us in the Flip Cup community, because it's also the same day as the premiere of our last Flip documentary.
That's right.
I mean, that's something to look forward to in itself, aside from all the crazy action. It'll be great, though. We got Worcester Mania plugging in.
I think we're being joined by none other than Kenny Colby.
Possibly.
Post-game interview. Let's see what he has to say. I mean, his tournament run is over, even though he was just starting his merchandising business for the tournament.
I mean, I got to say, I do appreciate not only the impersonation that I got from Kia, captain of We Work Off Flips, but also a customized shirt with my name on it. Definitely making my day today.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe
Was Worcester Mania might be having some technical difficulties.
There are no technical difficulties here, brother. I just wanted to come in here and say, y'all did a hell of a job. I'm really disappointed that Cowboys Mallory won that second match, because, we're class acts up here, and I'm in Arizona, but the rest of my friends are out there in Massachusetts, and they're good people up there. And they were shamed because that team was very mean. So now I root for that last Nipple City team, because those guys, they're class acts.
Oh, with the endorsement. I like it.
I call it now. They win this tournament, brother.
Wow.
Nipple City given the endorsement by Worcester Mania, telling them to say their prayers and take their vitamins.
All right, then.
You just need Mean Gene, and it'd be a done deal.
All right. Well, hopefully that does it for our third-rate Hulk Hogan impersonation joining us today.
Oh, man.
Good times.
As Hulkamania logs out. Jesus Christ.
You can't make this shit up.
I love how the deeper we've gotten in this tournament, I expected it more to be off the rails when we first started out and had a lot more teams. I figured there'd be a lot more personas and fake personas, and especially opening up your camera into your own home and everything like that as you're flipping. But somehow, as this tournament has gone on, it's just gotten weirder and crazier. and I think that has been one of the more entertaining factors for everybody watching at home that didn't get to participate in any of the action, as well as the ones that did get to participate that are still in, as well as the ones that have gotten eliminated. I've seen a lot of them logging in and still participating in commentary and everything like that. So we appreciate all of you. I think that's going to do it for us for the evening. We're going to see you guys again on Monday. Don't forget, the last flip brought to you by ESPN and Club Waka debuts Monday afternoon, 5 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. West Coast time. And of course, in a couple hours later that night, we will see some amazing action as almost every matchup is going to be going down, with the exception of We Work Off Flips, who is guaranteed that they are headed into the winner's bracket side of the finals. Can't say I'm surprised there, as that was my pick weeks ago to see it through, and they have not disappointed me yet. So we hope you guys have been enjoying everything. We hope you guys are enjoying all the YouTube feed stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe to the Wacapalooza YouTube page, not just for the National Flip Cup Tournament information and video, but also for all of our CNN reporting, ESPN reporting, as well as additional content from all of our usual tournaments and events that we always put on when the world is a little bit more normalized, as well as the Club Waka Facebook page. We are going to be consistently going Facebook Live and also be sharing that link within all of the SGPs for all of you that want to make sure that you're subscribed to those groups. If you've attended those events before, or at least the Club Waka page, make sure you like and follow it for all the content. And as always, thank you all for letting us bring a little bit of entertainment and joy into your lives for a couple of hours. We have a blast doing it. We hope you guys have a blast watching it, participating, or whatever else you are doing. On behalf of all of us here at Club Waka for the National Flip Cup Tournament, Bud Light Seltzer, our sponsor, for Kevin, Kristen, Sa, and myself, I'm Adam, saying we will see you Monday. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe. Stay home.
Everyone.
Thanks, guys.